All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Radash, Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, but his name in the ancient Hebrew tongue is Yahweh, which means he is or he exists. Ba'ashem is in the name of Yahushai. That's the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. But his name in the ancient Hebrew tongue is Yahushai, which means he saves or he delivers. Bahashem, in the name of the Rokak Radash, which is the Holy Spirit. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. All right, this is your brother Zion, part of the GMS Ancient of Days Los Angeles camp, currently teaching with a small sanctuary in Inglewood, coming back at you with a quick lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be The Medes Display New Weapon. All right, and I'm going to be going into how Russia's latest attack on Ukraine, they displayed a new missile, all right? And their President Putin sent out a warning to America, all right? So I'm going to grab some scriptures. I also have an article that I want to get into, and I'm going to link it with the scriptures, and Lord's will, it's edifying to the hopeful elect, all right? So without further ado, let's start in Isaiah, the 13th chapter. And you read the headline, it says prophecies about Babylon, all right? A.k.a. Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, all right? But I want to jump down to verse 17, all right? And you see the headline there. It says, Babylon will fall to the Medes, all right? And the modern-day Medes are the Russians, okay? So this is Isaiah 13:7, and it reads, Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Once again, the Medes are the modern-day Russians, right? Which shall not regard silver. As for gold, they shall not delight in it, all right? So America is not going to be able to buy their way out of this one, all right? It's going to get to the point where Russia's not going to care about economic affairs, you see? Let's read on verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men into pieces, all right? And those bows are actually going into missiles, all right? Let's read on. And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, all right? Once again, those ICBM missiles don't have emotions or feelings, all right? They are not going to discriminate, all right? They're going to slay old and young, all right? Let's read on verse 19. And Babylon, a.k.a. America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? With fire and brimstone, right? That is Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America's future. All right? But let's go ahead and get into this article really quick. It's from the AP News. And it says, Putin says Russia attacked Ukraine with new missile that he claims the West can't stop. All right. And this was printed November 21st, so about a day or so ago. And it says the Kremlin fired a new intermediate range ballistic missile at Ukraine on Thursday in response to Kiev's use this week of American and British missiles, capable of striking deeper into Russia. President Vladimir Putin said in a televised address to the country, the Russian president warned that U.S. air defense systems would be powerless to stop the new missile. So you see, he sent out that warning to the West, if you will, you see, which he said flies at 10 times the speed of sound, and which he called the orange. There's some Russian phrase, Salakia. I can't read that word, Salakia. It says Orishinik, something along those lines, all right? Russian for a hazelnut tree, all right? He also said it could be used to attack any Ukrainian ally whose missiles are used to attack Russia. So he's sending out a warning to anyone that is getting involved in this current war, okay? And he says, we believe that we have the right to use our weapons against military facilities of the countries that allow to use their weapons against our facilities. Putin said in his first comment since President Joe Biden gave Ukraine the green light this month to use U.S. ATACM missiles to strike at limited targets. All right? So it goes on and on, but you get the gist of it, you see? But let's go ahead and jump back into the scriptures, all right? I want to grab Jeremiah, the 50th chapter. Once again, prophecies against Babylon, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, all right? And I'm just going to jump straight to the point in verse 9. And it reads, for lo, I will raise and cause them to come up against Babylon, aka America, right? An assembly of an assembly of great nations from the north country, all right? Once again, that north country being Russia, all right? And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain. All right. And once again, those arrows are going into nuclear missiles. All right. And it says they're going to be as a mighty expert man. They're not going to miss. It says none are going to return in vain. All right. And this is going to happen during World War III, which we are headed towards. OK, as the scriptures say, I don't want to butcher it. Let me just go ahead and grab it. I believe it's Revelation, the 11th chapter. And verse 14. And it reads, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. That second woe being World War II, right? But the third woe that is coming quickly is World War III, which we're vastly approaching. All right. And now let's grab, this is 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter and the 13th verse. All right. Because once again, those nuclear missiles are referred to as bows and arrows. All right. But you're going to see here as we read this precept. Let's read it. 2nd Ezra 16 and 13, and it reads, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp. All right. And this is going into Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. His spirit is going to be in those missiles. All right. And shall not miss. Once again, as we just read in Jeremiah 50 and 9, it says they will not return in vain. All right. But let's read on. And shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. You see? And once again, bows and arrows is parabolic talk. All right. It's referring to those missiles. All right. Because there's no man on this earth who can shoot an arrow from one continent into another. All right. But those ICBMs do exactly that. All right. They fly from one continent to the other and causes great damage. You see? But let's read on. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. All right. And that last plague being those nuclear missiles. All right. Let's grab, I want to grab Zechariah 14 and 12. All right. And it reads, and this shall be the plague wherein the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. All right. And Jerusalem is a people before it is a place. All right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All right. And this is the type of damage that those nuclear missiles are going to cause. All right. People's skin is going to be burned right off them. All right. Just as their eyes are going to consume away in their holes. All right. And their tongues are going to consume away in their mouths. All right. That's going to be excruciating pain for those that have to go through that. All right. All right. But let's jump back to 2nd Ezra 13, and we'll jump down to verse 16. All right. And it reads, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. You see? It's just like an archer, once they release that bow, it's gone. There's nothing you can do to stop it at that point. All right. And once those missiles are fired off, there's no stopping it. All right. But let's read on verse 17. This was Ezra speaking. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? You see, he was very afraid when he saw this vision. All right. And I don't know about you. I'm going to speak for myself. When I first heard this gospel preached, I was afraid. That was my exact sentiment. I said, man, I live here in Babylon, the Great, aka America. Okay. So when those nuclear missiles are shot off, all right, how am I going to make it through? All right. But then it was revealed unto me, all right, that a remnant, the elect of the nation of Israel, are actually going to be delivered from said destruction. All right. But let's grab a couple more precepts going into the missiles. Then I'll actually grab a precept going into the deliverance. All right. Maybe I'll grab a couple on that. But let's grab Joel 2. And we'll jump down to verse 7. And once again, this is going into those missiles. All right. And it says, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one in his way, and they shall not break their ranks. All right. So once again, these missiles are not going to miss. All right. He said America's defense system can't stop it. You see? And the Lord put the Spirit on him to say that. All right. But let's read on. Joel 2 and 8. And it reads, neither shall one thrust another. So they're not going to run into one another. You see? They shall walk everyone in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Verse 9. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run up. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon houses. They shall enter into the windows like a thief. All right. And this is going into the destruction of those missiles. You see. And this is indeed going to come to pass. You see. But let's just grab a couple more precepts. Then we'll close this thing out. 2 Peter 3 and 10. And it reads, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will come as a thief in the night. All right. When people are least expecting it. All right. In which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That great noise being those ICBM missiles touching down. All right. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right. And everything on this earth is made of elements, including you and all of your surroundings. You see? And what kind of heat can actually melt the elements, all right? It's the heat from them ICBM nuclear missiles, you see? But let's read on. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right? Verse 11, this is the point. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, all right? So knowing that destruction is going to come here to Babylon the Great, all right? How should you be behaving? How should you be carrying yourself? You see? You should repent and turn back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in hopes of mercy. You see? Because we are slowly but surely getting closer and closer to that time. But let's go back to Revelation, the 11th chapter. We were just there. But we're going to grab verses, I believe it's 12 is what I want. Yep. So this is Revelation 11 and 12, and it reads, "And I heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud," all right? And that cloud is what the world ignorantly calls a UFO, all right? But let's read on. "And their enemies beheld them," you see? And this is actually going into the deliverance of the elect, all right? As those missiles are coming down, they are going to be lifted up into the chariots of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right? And Lord's will, myself, and you sincere Akim are part of that glorious number, you see? But let's read on. Verse 13. "And that same hour was there a great earthquake." All right. Once again, when those missiles are touched down, all right, the earth's going to shake to and fro like a drunkard, as the scriptures say, all right. "And the 10th part of the city fell," all right, because Babylon the Great is broken into 10 female regions, you see. But let's read on. "And in the earthquake were slain men 7,000, all right. And that just means a complete number of men, all right. Many people are going to die, all right. But let's read on. "And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai of heaven," all right. So just like Ezra, he was scared. He said, woe is me, who will deliver me in that day? Even as the elect are scarcely saved, they're going to be affrighted, but they're going to be delivered, all right. And Lord's will, myself, and you sincere Akim are part of that glorious number, all right. And I actually have a video too that I want to play, just showing that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has planned out everything, so much so that the Russians have a fail-safe, if you will, a system where if somehow, some way, Russia is struck by nuclear missiles and everyone's dead, they're still going to shoot off missiles, all right, at Babylon the Great, aka America, and its allies. You'll see it in this quick little video. It's about a minute long, so let's go ahead and play it real quick.
USA and UK launch a coordinated missile attack on Russia, destroying all major cities and killing President Putin along with the entire military leadership. Russia has a backup system in place for retaliation, the Dead Hand. This automated system is designed to respond to such a scenario. Sensors across Russia will collect data on radiation, heat, and seismic activity, confirming a nuclear strike. The system will then await instructions from Moscow's command center. If no response is received, Dead Hand will assume the leadership has been wiped out. At that point, the system will autonomously launch approximately 4,000 nuclear missiles at the USA and its NATO ally, triggering global devastation. Destruction will be widespread, ensuring that even in death, Russia retaliates. This kind of automated retaliation system ensures that no matter the outcome, the consequences of such an attack would be catastrophic. In the end, the use of nuclear weapons guarantees mutual destruction, a grim reminder of the fragile balance of power.
So you see that? That term, mutual assured destruction, all right? And not many are going to make it out of that, all right? But the elect are, all right? And Lord's will, myself, and you sincere Akim are a part of that glorious number. You see? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to put something together quick through the Spirit, Lord's will. This has been edifying. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakak Radash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Until the next time, Lord's will, I say shalom.